today. From Las Vegas, Nevada, it's Week 14 of the NFL on EA Sports. We'll see Derek Carr and the Las Vegas Raiders taking on Phillip Rivers and the Indianapolis Colts.
NFL football has come to Southern Nevada as we are in the menacing new Allegiant Stadium here in Las Vegas. The atmosphere here, electric. No matter the venue, the home folks love their silver and black. They are fired up as their Raiders get set to face off with the Indianapolis Colts. Again, everyone, alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. And, Charles, we look at the Raiders here entering play. They come in off another victory a weekend ago. That ran their win streak up to 7 now.
And I think that win last week established them as Super Bowl frontrunners. They're playing with confidence and swagger, and you need that to go a long way.
Meanwhile, for the visiting Colts, they're hitting their stride of late. Winners of 3 of their last 4. And a nice return sets them up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. The Raiders set to go to work behind their veteran quarterback, and that's Derek Carr.
Just 4 weeks left in the regular season, and he has to be firmly in the driver's seat for the MVP award.
Yeah, as the month of December wears on, we'll see how this all shakes out, and the debate will certainly heat up. But he's done everything they've asked of him.
Wouldn't you love to be in his head right now, though, to see what he's thinking, how much this is affecting him? Is he thinking about it at all? Are his teammates talking to him about it? He's dealing with a little bit of pressure, though, even though he's right now the #1 guy.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. First carry for Josh Jacobs. A very tough run, but for a short gain out near the 32. Only a couple for him there on the game's first play, and it's 2nd down.
A gain of 2 brings up 2nd and 8.
Working from the gun, it's Carr. The open man here, Renfro. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. That one good for a first down pickup of 18 yards.
1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
Carr going to give it to Jacobs. And he's going to take this one across midfield and into Colts territory. Darren Lee there to get him down.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high power, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20. Because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored gives yourself you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
I think so, because then you turn into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40. Coming into the week, he's the NFL's leader in receiving yards. There's his first catch, and it's good for a first down. Here's Jacobs. And he'll get 4 here down to the 35-yard line.
Josh Jacobs.
At the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back down and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run, but the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves. That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
And he is going to have the Raiders first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. 9 yards that time. Now they'll throw with Carr. And he's going to drop this off to his fullback. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. A gain of 8 there on the 8th play of the drive. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards.
2nd and 2 at the 12-yard line.
Jacobs now. And he can't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1.
Hit the all notifications bell for more great content and turn YouTube notifications
we'll take a
on and
break
enjoy.
and get a report from Vegas after this. A terrific opening drive has them knocking on the door. 1st and goal. They'll run it with Jacobs. And he is in. Touchdown, Raiders. Josh Jacobs, his 25th touchdown. Tying Emmitt Smith for the 5th most in one season. And the Raiders have taken the early lead. Looking sharp on that first drive. These guys, of course, coming off back-to-back victories. And you see that kind of advancing into this game, don't you?
You certainly do, and when you have a team that doesn't get too full of itself, even though they've won 2 games in a row, you get the end result that we saw there, that nice opening drive, because they're sharp, they're focused, and they're locked into everything that they're doing.
And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there. Colts ready to go to work here offensively, and it is Phillip Rivers, their veteran quarterback and longtime Charger, who will be under center.
It's a pretty bland game he had last time out. Ended up throwing 1 interception, didn't have a touchdown to offset it, but the team found a way to win. He found a way to lean on other parts of the offense that carried them through.
Rivers going to bring the Colts up 1st and 10 at their own 26. He'll throw from the gun. He's got his target. That's Zach Pascal. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the first. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. A play fake to Mack. Now Rivers. A heavy rush, and down he goes. Maurice Hurst in there to bring him down, and that is sack number 17 now on the season.
2 sacks last week, another one right here. He's been unblockable lately, and I think that goes all the way back to not just his offseason, but the film study he's been doing during the week, because I think he's found matchups that he likes, and he's capitalizing.
And a few times he's even defeated double teams. He doesn't care at this point.
Rivers pass.
Well, if you do read man coverage, Brandon, the drag route's a pretty good one to run against it because you're running away from people on it.
And it's 3rd down.
3rd and long for Rivers. And that is incomplete. So the defense able to get off the field here on 3rd down.
And it's one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing downs. It's one of the few things defenses chart. How did we do on 3rd down? That's a nice start for them in this one.
A 40-yard punt, no return. And the Raiders will take over now 1st and 10. The Raider offense heading out as we take a look at the playoff race in the AFC. Well, we do know, Charles, they will be in the playoffs. They currently sit at pole position number 1, but nothing's set in stone right now. They still have to earn that top spot.
And it makes me reflect back to preseason when you and I do our tours of camps. The prevailing message in each and every one of them was what? Win the division.
Win the division.
Win the division. You know you're in the playoffs. It means something. It means a home game. It means a number of other things, but winning the division is paramount. You're right. They won't step off the gas here.
Forced out to his left. Now he'll let it. It's caught inside the 25. And he takes us just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. An explosive 38-yard pickup. They lulled them to sleep there, so to speak. That was all set up by the running game, wasn't it?
Another example of what all offensive coordinators tell us. When the running game's operating, it really opens up the playbook. And that's when they hit them with the play action. And you can see the defenders rushing towards the line of scrimmage, then scrambling back, trying to cover. Couldn't get there in time.
Well scripted. They had the big running play, now the big passing play. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5.
At the 18-yard line.
From the gun, it's Carr. He's going to find and complete it to Renfro. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Raider touchdown. Hunter Renfro with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Raiders add on to their lead.
There's not much that's perfect in football, but that's about as close to it as you're going to get. Score, force a punt, score again.
And both drives were impressive. The opening drive was, that last one was. Now on the other side, though, what's your psyche? You're really behind the 8-ball.
You got to make sure you just hold in there. Survive the early storm, relax a little bit, and try and get back to your game plan. It's way too early for panic.
And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. Second drive coming up here for the Indianapolis Colts. They've been outplayed early, no question. Down 14-0 already as they come up 1st and 10. Marlon Mack, his first carry of the game. And he'll do a nice job here just to fight his way back to the line of scrimmage. Carl Nassib there on the tackle. Defensively, though, they had a chance there to hit him for a loss. Couldn't get it done.
Looked like someone was able to knife into the backfield, but he wasn't able to get him down. But his compatriots, they were able to grab him at the line of scrimmage and not let him get any further.
And the Raiders have got him. Max Crosby in there to get him, and that is now sack number 18 on the season for him. So a first-quarter sack, and remember, keep in mind, he had 2 sacks in last week's game.
And it's always intriguing to me to watch these great pass rushers because some of them, they need their teammates to scheme for them, maybe occupy people and make it a one-on-one matchup. Other guys, they just defeat everything in front of them. To get 2 sacks in a game, it's a little bit of both for you.
They'll get 17 back there, but it'll still lead to a 4th down.
Well, the good thing about covering any game I do with you is I know that there's no problem with rhythm. Now, what we're watching offensively, a little bit of a problem there.
Fun on the first drive, looking at another one here. Just a little slow. You know, they were talking about a fast start, but that hasn't been the case.
Yeah, let's face it. Any team we cover always talks about a fast start.
That's true.
But it's not necessarily going to happen just because they say so. And whether it's the script, whether it's, you know, just what they're going through, whether it's seeing different defenses, they're going to have to figure it out as this game moves on.
Oh, felt like that move deserved more than he got there. A gain of 2. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8.
Shotgun now for Carr. Firing quickly, but it's incomplete.
Well, they certainly did a nice job there, picking him up out of the backfield and then running stride for stride with him. That's good coverage, and it led to an incompletion.
Throwing his Carr on 3rd down. Able to find Waller. That's complete. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. First down Raiders. Carr to Waller. Now a carry for Jacobs. And he's brought down at the 34. Call it a gain of 4.
He's tackled.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown. So a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now. Hope we'll get to the perimeter later, and let's face it, you could do worse than a 40-yard run on 1st down.
And that's a touchdown. And there is a flag down on the field. We'll have to see what this is about.
Touchdown. Now they've got to take it back and see if they've got another one still in their arsenal.
They run it with Jacobs. And he'll take this inside the 20 and down to the 18. DeForest Buckner in on the tackle.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks and allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
And he just chucked that one out of bounds, out of everyone's reach. Maybe a wise call not to take a sack in this part of the field. It brings up 3rd down. On 3rd down, Carr. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. If you're going to get rid of it, you better get outside the box.
works, right? Get out there, and then you can do it legally, but he wasn't able to do so, and they end up losing the down as well.
The kick is good. Makes the score Raiders 17, Colts nothing.
So that's a 7-play drive that ultimately stalls out there at the end.
And things were a little leaky in the beginning on that drive, weren't they? But how about the front 7? As they got closer to the goal line, things stiffened a little bit, forced the field goal.
This will make it into the end zone. And Rodgers will hold on to this one, and it'll come out to the 25. Here comes the Indianapolis offense now as they get set to take over. They've had it twice. They've punted twice. Not the start they were hoping for.
Not at all, and let's face it, every facility we visit, everyone talks about converting on third down, how big that is in this situation. They've had to punt it away twice, so they're furiously going over things on the sidelines. What do we need to do to pick up a first down and change our momentum?
A big change in field position there. That's 40 yards on the catch and run. So that changes things a bit. Here's a 1st and 10 all the way down at the 35. From the shotgun, it's Rivers. Over the middle here, it's Hilton. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. And they get 17 more on that one and another first down.
And the Colts.
I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons, weapons everywhere. And they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people. But you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well. And that's what they just did on that play.
They corral him just a couple yards shy of the end zone. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down.
I have to admit, I'm excited by that play call and the end result, because this is a team that's down big early in the first quarter, and a lot of teams will just panic, abandon the playbook, and just start firing the ball all over the place. It's way too early for that. Stick to what works for you.
Down double digits, and we talked about their game plan being both running and passing there. You're right. They're sticking to the game plan, getting the ground game going.
A lot of football left to be played.
17-0 our score after one. So 3 plays, already 1st and goal, and they are wasting little time. Looking to run with Mack, and he takes this one in for a Colts touchdown. Marlon Mack with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Colts are able to draw a bit closer. And Charles, he's able to dive in there in a short yardage situation.
Just find a place to get to the end zone. Didn't matter where it was, but once he did, he used his nose for the end zone and dove in.
Now Jones. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28.
The Raiders take over 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had the field goal last time, and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone.
Oh, I agree with you totally. No one goes out on the field and says, all right, let's just settle for 3, except in certain situations, trying to ice a game, that sort of deal. Most of the time, it's end zone, and that's what you're thinking, and I believe that's exactly what they're thinking as they begin this one.
No quarterback ever goes out there saying, hey, let's get 3, right?
Not one that I've ever met.
A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
1st and 10 at the 38-yard line.
Now Carr. That's caught by Waller out left side. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down.
Waller.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
5-yard line. It's a gain of 4. Brings up 3rd and 3.
Carr going to try and throw on 3rd down. Manning hits him in stride. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. 14 yards is the pickup there at a Raider first. Now from Colts territory, here's a 1st and 10 at the 41. throwing is Jacobs. Able to push forward for about 4 down to the 37.
The ball carrier.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
2nd and 6.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Here's a handoff to Jacobs. And he's going to get this pretty close to a first down at the Colts 32. That's going to be a 6-yard gain. It leaves them with 3rd down and just a yard to go. A lot of running backs, a little bit of a disadvantage when you start talking MVP. Might not be the case this year. You think he's got a shot, don't you?
I do. I think he's got more than a shot. But what he's going to need here down the stretch this late in the season, he needs that big closing game, that game that we're all going to reflect on and go, oh my goodness, did he put up a number, let's say 200 plus?
They have the first down with that gain of 4 yards.
That's about what you would expect since they're so efficient on picking up 3rd downs in the top 5 in the NFL. It's all a mindset, and I'm guaranteeing you, it started in the offseason. 3rd down's important to them. They find a way to pick them up at a very good clip.
7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 3. A lot to praise on this drive, obviously. I know you're seeing what I'm seeing. Those guys up front, they're getting it done.
Doesn't matter what play is called. They are handling their business at the line of scrimmage and dominating right now on this drive.
Just a couple on the pickup there, and now it's 3rd down.
This guy's well on his way now to a big game on the ground. It's another good run there. Puts him over the century mark in yardage, and we're still in the 2nd quarter.
Trying to run forward with Jacobs. And he's going to have a first down here as he gets this one to the 17-yard line.
That's good.
Call it a 1-yard gain on the play. And this long drive is going to continue as they move the chains again. Carr now on first down. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he is in. Touchdown, Raiders. Hunter Renfrow with their 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Raiders able to extend that advantage. Now he's having a nice little first half here, partner.
And it's a first half that leaves us anticipating what can still come. I mean, 2 touchdowns already here through the 2nd quarter. There could be plenty more before this game is over.
And that'll make this a 3-score game as the lead moves to 17. So that drive, 12 plays in length. And it winds up in 6 points for the Raiders.
Daniel Carlson to kick off for
Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And this return will net positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line.
The Colts take over 1st and 10.
Indy set to go on offense once more. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2-minute. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do.
Rivers and the Colts going to come up 1st and 10 at their own 27. They'll start on the ground with Mack. And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
I have a feeling they'll stay committed to running the football, especially on their early downs. They just haven't had a whole lot of success just yet.
The 26-yard line.
On 2nd and 11 now. Rivers. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 16 yards, a first down.
When you're struggling on offense, you're looking for anything possible to get you going. Sometimes you do it like basketball teams that don't normally press. You put a press on, bring people to life, make them move a little bit quicker. Maybe that'll help them as they head towards the half.
And this will leave them a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. He's going to try and take off with it. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
They'll try and run for this with Mack. And he's taken down at the 43, but not before picking up the first. An effective 7-yard third down conversion.
Good pickup there by Marlon Mack, and he was a 1,000-yard runner in 2019 and has been very consistent in moving the ball for the Colts. Last 2 seasons, at least 8 touchdowns rushing each year.
And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. 16 yards to pick up there. The Colts have a first down.
Well, we can talk about it like it's just a basic route, but how about the timing on this one? Lined up on the right, runs a deep in route, and how about the throw? Right on the money. Bam, puts it right in there and on his hands. Nice completion. Really good pickup.
Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Brings up 2nd and 7.
From the gun, Rivers. That is caught at the 7. And he takes this one in for a Colts touchdown. Trey Burton, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Colts are able to cut into this lead. CD for them, this has just been an offensive explosion here in the second quarter.
Yeah, held scoreless in the first quarter. Now they find the end zone again here in the second. Sometimes you just have to have some patience. A lot of people think it's always an adjustment. You have to change what you're doing. Sometimes you just have to do your game plan just a little bit better. And I think that's part of what we're seeing here.
And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. Time again to see Josh Jacobs and this Vegas offense operate. He's already cruised past the 100-yard mark. We haven't even gone away for halftime yet.
He might not want halftime. All right, why cool off?
Keep everybody here.
Let's stay out on the field and keep going. But all that being said, everything is really working well for them. The play calling's been excellent. The blocking's been terrific. And obviously his vision and legs have hurdled him to this big number so far. We could be seeing something really special here.
And we'll see how much they give him the ball here. The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. On the handoff, this is Jacobs. And he'll get about 3 here as he's out to the 30.
Josh Jacobs, the ball.
Well, praise has to go to the guys on the offensive line because they've had a very nice, productive day running the football. How about that poor defensive line? They've been knocked around the entire game, and while they slowed them down on that run, can they continue to do so? Because they haven't had much success throughout this ball game.
To the right side, going to be caught by Waller. And he is going to have the Raiders first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
From midfield, here's Carr. Dancing to his left. He's going to take off with it. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. He'll get 3 yards on the scramble there at 2nd down.
Okay, he's not going to get the first down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman, both large. He's got it with the 15. And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. A gain of 32 that time.
Well, you don't have to be a genius to watch this game and figure out they've had plenty of success moving the football here in the first half. We've seen exhibits A, B, C, and right on down the line, haven't we?
Yeah, we just saw exhibit Z right there. Into the red zone, it's Carr. Reception here by Rhodes. And he lost the football. And the Colts pick it up. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
We have seen this before, and we know coaches preach about this and work on it all the time. Catch the ball. You know there's going to be some traffic somewhere. They've got to put it away and secure it as they try and get downfield.
So the challenge comes in inside of 2 minutes. and it gets overturned.
And it changes the whole format of what's about to happen because both sides had thought a certain...
And he's in! Touchdown, Raiders! Josh Jacobs, his 26th touchdown, drawing even with Marshall Faulk for the 4th most in a single season. And the Raiders add 6 to their lead.
If you didn't know it, it won't surprise you to find out that this team leads the league in scoring. They've been a quick strike team all season long. There's another example. They did it again. This offensive coordinator, right now, you can write his ticket towards being a head coach. He's advanced in the ways of offense. Less than 2 minutes ago in the game, which means that this challenge was initiated by the fellas.
And he's over the line and in for a Raider touchdown. Josh Jacobs in the final seconds of the first half. And the Raiders add on to their lead.
And that's a lead that excites a team as they head into the half. Good way to finish things off.
Yeah, able to extend that lead, and you always say it, that can totally change the complexion of half number 2.
Yeah, it changes your morale, changes your outlook. But even before that, let's see if they decide to kind of squib kick or what they're going to do on the kickoff, because you don't want to give up a big play right before the half ends.
Good point. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24.
On the return. The Colts take over 1st and 10. At their own 20.
The white flag coming out as they line up to kneel on it. He'll take the knee, and the final couple seconds will tick by in this first half. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we send you to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach?
All right, Brandon, we'll get back to you and Charles in a bit. But first, let's get to some of these scores around the NFL here in a busy Week 14. We'll start out west at Dignity Health Sports Park in Carson. And it's the Chargers who have the lead with that game getting close to halftime. Keenan Allen, a touchdown reception. From there, we head down south to Tampa to check on the Bucs at home at Raymond James Stadium. And they were losers in that one to the visiting Minnesota Vikings. 24-13, the final score. Lastly, let's get you to Charlotte, North Carolina. Check on the Panthers at home at Bank of America Stadium. And they were winners in that one as they take care of the visiting Denver Broncos. A 4-point win, 18-14, the final score. In our game has been the play of Derek Carr that's led the way. He's thrown for close to 200 yards already, and that's helped propel his guys into the lead. As we send you back to Brandon Gaudin.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3.
Daniel Carlson to kick.
Carlson now to kick this one away. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
First and 10 at their own.
Out come the Colts. They'll have it first here to start quarter number 3. Rivers going to bring the Colts up first and 10 at their own 24. They'll start by handing this off to Mack. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
I think this running game, or should I say lack of one, is making this defense look better than what they really are.
On 2nd and 11 now. Rivers. This one into the hands of Burton.
Complete to Trey.
That was a nice throw out there to the flat, but they defended that pretty well. The hope is to go ahead and put it on him so he can turn and get upfield and gain additional yardage. There just wasn't anywhere to go on that play.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. He rifles one that's intercepted. And this return is going to be halted right around the 28-yard line. So they will tread backward on the holding penalty.
And I know that they're going to get coached up and they'll get yelled at a little bit, but let's face it, it is hard not to do at the speed and pace that they play.
So the special teams penalty cost some yardage there as they come out on 1st and 10. Carr with a play fake to Jacobs. Got an open man. It's Ruggs. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. A Raider first down, 17 yards.
1st and 10.
Right after the turnover, they come out throwing.
And that means it's a sudden change situation. We used to practice it on defense. Sudden change, get out there, stop the offense. But you typically run out there a little bit unsettled. I think that's why he came right out throwing the football, hoping to catch him off balance.
And he did. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line.
Tackle made at
2nd and 5.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5.
Once again, it's Jacobs. He will push his way down to about the 14. It'll be a pickup of a couple, and it leaves him with a 3rd and 3.
It's a gain of 2. Brings up 3rd and 3.
Now a handoff here to his running back. They push forward, but I don't think it's enough. He's going to be about a yard short. He needed 3. He got 2. Now that'll set up an interesting situation here on 4th and a yard.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. And what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
Carlson able to put this one through. And that will push this lead up to 20 now.
The score, Raiders.
So good kick there to polish off the drive with 3 points.
Yeah, coaches always talk about finishing a drive with a kick. 2 of them give you a point, either an extra point or, in this case, a field goal.
That'll be taken about a yard deep. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there.
1st and 10.
And now Indianapolis set to take the field. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, it totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. Here's a pass swung out left to his running back. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 15 yards on the play, 1st down.
They ran that one well, and not only did they pick up a nice chunk of yardage on the screen, they sent a message to the defense. Rush the passer all you want, but you better be careful. We can hit you going back the other direction.
On 1st and 10, Rivers. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
It's been clear in this matchup which side has been the more physical one. It's been this defense. And here's another example on that last play.
On second down, Rivers again. On the right side is Hilton with the catch. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle comes at the Raiders' 35. That one goes for 24 yards.
First down, Colts.
They'll run on first down with Marlon Mack. And he'll get a little over 2, maybe a full 3 down at the 32-yard line.
Well, they certainly have been able to get him going and establish the run, so I think it's time to abandon that plan and start chucking it all over the park. And you know who's excited about that? The defensive front. They got a chance to pin their ears back and get after him now.
Throwing on second and 8. Rivers. He's got Burton here. And he'll go down at the 26 following a gain of 6. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a third down.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on second down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives him much better opportunity to convert on third down.
It's his target, the tight end, Mo Alley Cox.
Rivers pass complete to Mo Alley Cox.
And that one was a lot of fun right there because that was the game within the game. Third and short, blitz was on. What's the key for the quarterback? Get out of your hands in a hurry. And that was a quick little completion. Got the job done for a first down.
A first down throw here for Rivers. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one in second down.
Well, that one was all about the defender making life difficult for the receiver. Very tough for a guy to hold on to the football through all that contact. He ends up forcing the incompletion.
And once more for Hilton, and this time complete. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. Rivers to Hilton there. First down, Indy. They'll run here with Mack. Only about a yard there as he takes it from the 9 to the 8.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
Here's second and goal, operating from the 8-yard line. Again, it'll be Mack. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. And a look now at Nelson, who remains down. He appears to be shaken up a bit. We'll take a break and get a report from Vegas after this. This has been a long drive. You got to figure a field goal would be a letdown. Can they convert now on third and goal? And that is caught. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Zach Pascal, his 9th touchdown of the season. And the Colts are able to draw a bit closer. That's an old-fashioned depth march there, partner. Took them a lot of plays, but, hey, they did the job.
And the defense always preaches getting off the field, making a play, and turning it back over to their own offense. Unable to do so. A long, sustained drive by the offense.
Now Jones. And he'll get it up just past the 20 as his guys will go to work at the 21-yard line.
At their own 21-yard line.
The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. Their lead down to 2 scores after the touchdown a moment ago as they start with a 1st and 10. And not too much going there as he'll get it up to the 23-yard line.
Justin Houston.
The All-Pro Justin Houston in on the tackle. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
At the 23-yard line.
Working from the gun, it's Carr. And he's got the hook up to Rose. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. 9 yards the pickup there, and it's a first down.
1st and 10 at the 32-yard line.
And to give this time to the tailback. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 14 yards is the pickup there, and a Raider first.
I thought when Josh Jacobs was coming out of the University of Alabama, he was an absolutely perfect fit for John Gruden's offense with the Raiders, and it turned out, in this case, I was absolutely right. Led the NFL rookies in rushing a year ago, 1,150 yards. In fact, the only rookie to top the 1,000-yard barrier. This kid is a workhorse who can carry the football in any situation and catch it out of the backfield.
Now from Colts territory, here's a 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. From the gun, Carr. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. And it'll be intercepted. Picked off by the left hooker.
Partner, when you're playing cover two, this is like a tag team for the safeties. Each of them gets a half-field responsibility. Their job, stay as deep as the deepest receiver in any zone, read the football, and go make a play. In this case, the free safety made the best play, an interception.
That's a gain of 13 as they try to whittle away at this 13-point deficit.
But one of the ways that quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field, and here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
And the hole closes quickly. He gets it across the 35 to the 36-yard line. Line of scrimmage, the 36 on 2nd and 8. Working out of the gun, Rivers. Fighting Hilton on the slant. 20, 10, touchdown, Indianapolis. T.Y. Hilton, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Colts have got it back to a one-score game. And sometimes those slants, they can be so tough to defend after the catch. It just happens so quickly.
And really, what gets set up there is how quickly everything happens. Ball's out of the hands of the passer in a hurry, and he just takes it and goes.
And he went all the way into the end zone. Now Jones. And he'll be stopped up at the 25.
First and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Here's Las Vegas ready to take the field. Pretty important third-quarter drive for them. Momentum has sort of shifted the other direction after that last touchdown as they nurse this small lead. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32.
A 7-yard.
They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3.
The 32-yard line.
From the gun, it's Carr. Completes this out left to Ruggs. And he finally goes down, but not before reaching the 21.
We know play callers can be very creative in this game today, but sometimes when they've got receivers with speed like this, they don't need to design incredibly complex calls. Sometimes it's just get the ball in his hands and let him do his thing. In a sense, less can become more, and it was right there.
It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
That call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short game.
The kick here is complete. And the Raiders are going to have a 1st and goal as the tackle is made at about the 5. First down Vegas as Carr finds Ruggs that time. And he's over 100 yards now after that last catch. Already, of course, leading the NFL in receiving yardage.
So he's done nothing at all to hurt his cause to stay in that spot. But I've been so impressed with how he's gotten it done. Body control, route running. How about the way he competes for the football at the end of the play?
2nd and goal at the 5-yard line.
So the offense, a little antsy. The flag comes out. And a 5-yard penalty. And that'll set him back 5. Things made a little more difficult after the false start as they try again on 2nd and goal. Shotgun now for Carr. The quick slant, Carr. And he's going to be brought down by the face mask. Here come the flags. This is going to get him a 1st down. Give him the yardage on the pass and half the distance to the goal line.
Because they're inside the 30, so now you don't march off the full 15, right? You have half the distance to the goal. In any event, that's precious real estate given up.
They'll try to run this one in, and he'll take it into the end zone for a Raider touchdown. Josh Jacobs with touchdown number 27. That ties Priest Holmes for the 3rd most in a single year. They'll try to run it with Jacobs. And the Raiders able to extend that advantage. And he got it on the touchdown run, but he won't get in here. He'll be stopped short, and they'll come up empty on the try for 2. Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line. So bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision. Loses him about 4 yards.
Here comes the Indianapolis offense now as they get set to take over. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked. But you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Now this is Hilton on the receiving end. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down.
A 14-yard pickup. That's 14 yards on 2 straight plays.
Rivers now from the 50. That's into the hands of Pascal.
5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down.
Good throw, good catch, but I really like the route. The drag and being able to run away from defenders, hard to stick with them for that long.
Yeah, better against man than zone, or?
Better against man, because now you're running away from someone and you're not running into a defensive player in another zone.
And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another 1st down.
Indianapolis.
Again, it's Rivers. And he's caught at the 7. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Trey Burton with his 2nd touchdown of the game, 4th of the year. And the Colts able to get this back within a touchdown. And he's got it up and through. The drive summary that time, 5 plays. And it culminates in an Indianapolis touchdown. Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. Now Jones. Ooh, the juke. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23.
Charles, you said earlier this defense is probably going to need to hold these guys right around 20 or under that if they were going to have a chance. It was evident pretty early on that wasn't going to happen.
Yeah, they left 20 behind a long time ago in this game, didn't they? It looks like they're headed towards a big, big number. But 20 was the threshold because that kept them in the ball game and kept the pressure off of their own offense.
And he will score. Touchdown, Las Vegas. 3rd touchdown pass now for Derek Carr. And the Raiders add 6 to their lead.
Daniel Carlson.
Well, that is certainly a deflator right there defensively. Their guys just came off of a touchdown drive. They're back in the game, and then bam, they give up a touchdown 1 play later. How about that?
And the momentum, which seemingly had shifted the other direction, thought we might be seeing a comeback. That momentum right back the other way.
Well, that is certainly not complimentary football that we saw right there. The defense is supposed to help their offense, not give up another touchdown.
Isaiah Rodgers on the return. The Colts take over 1st and 10 at their own 20.
And we take some time to spotlight T.Y. Hilton now. And I know that they've double-teamed him a couple times, but not a ton. Whatever they're doing isn't working. He's up over 100 yards. We'll see how they adjust.
And when they do that, they weaken their defense in other places as well. And how many times have we done games where we've seen a guy have a big game like this, but it's usually not by himself, is it? Usually it opens it up for other people to have big games as well.
Rivers on 1st down. Campbell making the catch. And he goes out right around the 39. 4th quarter, every drive so critical, and you figure they only get 1 more shot after this, so a touchdown's imperative on this drive.
It is, but you also have to think to yourself in play calling, don't hold anything back. Don't save it for the 2nd touchdown. You got the first one for the second one.
He'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. 60 catches for him now on the year. This last one, a 1st down.
1st down.
They'll throw again. Rivers. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
Marlon Mack, incomplete.
Rivers incomplete on 1st down. Here's 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Rivers. And his pass incomplete.
Not sure what you're thinking here, partner, but I believe the officials have done a nice job here getting together and then coming out and indicating that there was a receiver in the area.
Absolutely, and he was in the area. Correct call made, no grounding. And he's going to be swallowed up. Sacked back at the 45-yard line. Malik Collins in there to drop him for his 11th sack of the year. And we say it all the time, have to be able to get rid of the ball sooner than that.
You have to help your offensive line out. They're going to protect you as best they can. And if you're getting 3 to 5 seconds to throw the ball, they're doing a really nice job. But when you hold it and give up a sack, you're really almost discrediting their work.
Carr and the Raiders come up 1st and 10 at their own 17-yard line. He'll give it to Jacobs to start the drive. And he's taken down. It's a gain of 3 from the 17 to the 20. So 4th quarter, a nice run there to start this drive. Charles, what do you think the split will be here between run and pass?
Well, partner, I think it'll lean towards the run, but this is also not a time where you just totally do that. You still have to possess the ball, move the sticks, and keep the clock moving as well. So they'll run their offense, but yeah, when they have a chance to run it, they'll do that a little bit more.
The Raiders on 3rd down. They've been excellent, 6 for 7. This time it's 3rd and 3. Operating from the gun. Carr being chased out right. And he'll just toss it away. So he throws it away, and that brings up 4th down.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap, and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
On the return, it's Rodgers. There'll be 37 yards there on the punt, and the Colts will go on offense here, 1st and 10. Indy set to go on offense once more. Their defense was able to force the punt. That's the good news, but this is still a 2-score game, and they need points on this drive and in a relatively quick manner. They go over the middle, and it's complete to start the drive. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down, 2nd and right at a yard. That last catch short of the marker by just... a yard, leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. From the shotgun, it's Rivers. He completes this one to Mack. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. 22 yards on the catch and run, a 1st down. Well, he flew past 200, 300, 400 yards. Now he's over 450 yards passing on the day.
So what you're saying is oxygen for everyone catching the ball and trying to defend?
Yeah, especially those guys trying to defend. And he takes this one in for a Colts touchdown. 23 yards for the touchdown. And the Colts have got it back to a 1-score game. It's been quite the game for him individually. A trio of touchdown catches now.
So pick a route, any route. Whatever you want him to run, he's going to do it and do it well and end up in the end zone. This has really been fun to watch.
Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. He's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. Their lead back down to 1 score after the touchdown a moment ago. 1st down's a must on this drive as they start out here 1st and 10. And he'll get about 3 as he takes this up near the 25. He was brought 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7.
3-yard pickup. Brings up 2nd and 7.
They'll stay on the ground with Jacobs. He'll have a 1st down past the 40. And he's got it across the 50 to the 47-yard line.
That's good for a Las Vegas.
No doubt those are the types of carries they're looking for here, Charles. The lead in the 4th quarter. This is when coaches that have a reliable running game, they breathe a little easier on the sideline.
Yeah, they love the idea that they can take the air out of the football at this point of the game. That means they're really counting on that offensive line, counting on the runners, taking care of the football. Because you're going to tell your quarterback, hey, no time to be a hero. We're not going to throw it here. Just eat up that clock. And if you have the ball, they can't score.
intercepted, of course, and that moves him back 5. Following the delay, here's 2nd and 9. Now they'll throw with Carr. Flush to his right. Reception here by Ruggs. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. 28 yards the gain there on the catch and run. Well, there's your leading receiver in the NFL in terms of yardage, putting on another clinic, well over 100 yards.
Are we taking notes? We should be, right? Because I'm going to go back and watch this tape and really enjoy what I'm seeing. The route running, competing for the football, just breaking down a defense.
Into the red zone, it's Carr. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. A gain of 6 there on first.
Pick up a 6. Brings up 2nd and 4 at the 13-yard line.
6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. Back to the running game with Jacobs. And he'll be taken down here at about the 11. They got half of what he needed there, 2 yards, and it'll bring up a 3rd and 2 more.
Brings up 3rd and 2.
From the gun, Carr. Got his connection, complete to Ruggs. And the Raiders are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Here's Jacobs. And he is not going to get through here on try number 1. They stop him at the goal line. Call it no gain, and it's going to be 2nd and goal. Another shot from the 1 on 2nd and goal. Operating from the gun. Carr to the end zone, but it's incomplete. Darren Waller, the intended receiver, but now it's 3rd and goal.
It's now 3rd and goal.
From the gun, Carr. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
They really had a good drive going there, but a nice recovery by the defense these past few downs, able to knock that one away on 3rd down and bring up what I think for the offense, an unexpected 4th down here.
They go with Jacobs. And he is in. Touchdown, Raiders. Josh Jacobs with his 28th touchdown, drawing level with Sean Alexander for the 2nd most in a single year. And the Raiders add on to their lead.
Well, that was absolutely ideal for them, wasn't it? Trying to salt this game away. I think one of my kids just graduated in the amount of time they had the football. That was absolutely impressive.
Everybody wants those salt away the game drives. What makes them successful?
Well, when you're able to mix run pass, when you're able to control the football and stay ahead of the chains, I'm using every cliche I know, but that's how you get it done because you're not taking negative plays, and that way you're able to run what you want to run when you get a chance to call it.
So the Colts in possession of the football as we get you reset. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score. A pass there over the middle to start things out. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 19 yards there on the catch and run. A good throw here finding Pascal. And they get to him after a gain of 6 to the 46. A gain of 6 there on first. Throws this one right side to Pascal. Yeah, he'll be out just a yard or 2 shy of the 30.
A gain of 15.
Clock management definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
On 1st and 10, Rivers. Taken in by Pascal out left. And he'll be out of bounds just inside the 25-yard line. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch. Good for 8 yards. Rivers again. Middle of the field. He finds Pascal. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. 12 yards there and a first down.
And the Colts first down.
This will be caught at about the 6. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second. And he takes this one into the end zone, and all of a sudden, here in the final minute, things get a little bit tighter. Okay, game on. Don't go anywhere yet. You got a one-score game now. Probably going to rely on the onside kick coming up.
Yeah, they have to. It's not a high-percentage play, but it's better than not having a chance at all. And that's when you put your leapers and your flyers on one side, get that high hop, and hope that one of the guys can come up with it.
And on the other side, get that hands team ready.
No doubt about it.
And it's the Raiders that'll come up with it. And that will put victory in sight for the silver and black. Fourth quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
And a short gain there down to the 37-yard line. Now the Colts going to burn the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with an even 20 seconds left to go. On third down, here comes Jacobs. And he's able to get it to the 33. Good enough for a first down. Now the Colts will use their third and final timeout as they get it with 16 seconds remaining on the clock. And they'll indeed take a knee. Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feel like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for Las Vegas, the win moves them to 12-1 now on the year. And next week they get to stay home again as the Los Angeles Chargers come to town. Meanwhile for Indianapolis, it's a loss that could have implications on the playoff rate.